Yesterday, I was focused on cycles, new beginnings, endings, the changing of seasons, all of that. And yesterday, kind of talking about sitting in this anxious excitement for new beginnings. And I just thought, I was sitting out here today thinking, wow, that anxiety, that excitement is gone today. And what's in its place is actually the sadness of the ending of so many things, like the ending of the season. Here in Montana, the summer season's coming to a close. Sorry, this is like not steady. uh, and how important grief is in those endings, and how important it is to feel those feelings, and not bypass them. Because I think a lot of times I have bypassed the grief and focused on the excitement of the new thing, the next challenge, what's going to happen, where is it going to be, who's going to be there, and almost getting like hyper focused on it to the point that I don't fully close the chapter behind me. I don't fully grieve the ending of the last thing. And yeah, today just sitting in the sadness and sitting in the unknown has been really quite beautiful. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katie. I make videos every day documenting this year of no plans since January 1st. So for the last basically 8 months, I've been documenting this journey where I have exited the hospitality industry for a while just to take a break, figure out what I want, figure out where I'm going, figure out who I am when I'm not in an industry that's catering to other people, and trying to decide where the next direction of my life is going. And I shared yesterday that some opportunities have arisen, and I'm not ready to share it yet. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. And I was just expressing how, anxiousness and excitement live in the body. It's like the same feeling in the body, but it's kind of like it feels the same in the body, but how you think of it is, ooh, this is excitement, this is fun, this is joyful, this is amazing. Whereas anxiety sits and it's like, ooh, this is scary, there's worry, there's fear. And so I was going through those emotions yesterday, and today, with the ending of a chapter, more significantly, the ending of the summer feels like the ending of a chapter. Yeah, it's just like, I remember years ago, when I lived in Wyoming, when I lived in Montana, the ends of the seasons were always, there was a lot of change, because especially in Wyoming, I worked seasonally. So we worked really hard in the winter and we worked really hard in the summer. And then in the off seasons, we would travel. And at the end of every season, we would have this, whether it was the travel portion of it or the working portion of it, I would never fully close the chapter. I would never fully grieve the ending of that season, the ending of that chapter. I was always just planning for the next thing. I was fully engrossed in planning the trip, being on the trip, and then halfway through the trip, planning the, where am I going to live? What's the next season going to look like? Working, and just always kind of thinking, I want to say 6 months in advance, more like 2 or 3 months in advance, instead of just being fully present in the moment. So today, sitting out by the river and being fully present in the moment and having these feelings come up of, wow, this might be the end of my hiatus from hospitality. This might be the end of my year of no plans. Like, plans are starting to come into place, things are starting to happen, and feeling sad that this year, like, where's the time gone? And also being so grateful for the time I've had in Hawaii, for the time I had in Bali, for the time I had in California, for the time I've had in Montana, and all the people I've gotten to know and spend time with, and just being present. And I think that's been the biggest lesson of this whole year, is slowing everything down far enough to just be present and not have to solve anything, not have to find a solution, and on to the next. It's really been about this daily living and just thinking about the moment right here as it's happening. And I think that the reason I'm grieving some of that is because with new opportunities and with new challenges, I tend to fully immerse myself and get fully invested in the project and what's happening, and I start to lose myself. And I feel that I've learned that lesson this year, and I know that about myself now. So my next experiment is, if this opportunity arises and happens, is maintaining my full presence every single day amongst the challenges, amongst the moving parts and the work and other team members and all of that, trying to stay fully present every single day, and also not giving all my energy away and being just sucked dry by the end of the day. Like, really focusing on what's mine in the room and what's other people's, and not letting other people's energy, sorry, there's this interesting bug on me. That took my full attention away. There was this red little beetle, so interesting looking, and it was just, stole my attention. So, apologies. I want to stay fully present and keep my energy close to me and not be spent at the end of every day, not be spent in the way that I've given all my energy away to everyone else and everything else. And really focus on trying to be energized at the end of the day as opposed to completely depleted. So that's going to be the next challenge / experiment for me, is to integrate all these new things I've learned about myself and about my working style and about my habits, my patterns, and integrate all these new lessons I've learned this year into a potential new beginning. So sitting today with this grief and honoring this year of no plans that has turned into such a beautiful respite, moment of rest for just being a human being and belonging to this earth, and slowing it all the way down to the barest minimum, the bare necessities, has been a real gift, and I'm so grateful that I took this opportunity to do it. Yeah. I wonder in the comments if you could leave what's been your greatest gift so far this year, and are you in like the middle of it? Are you just beginning it? Are you at the end of it? And do you allow time to grieve those endings that are always happening in our life? You know, it's not just, for me, it's been a lot of jobs and locations where I've just been on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. And then like realize 3 years later, I'm still grieving that job or that place because I never fully grieved it. So I'm just curious, where are you at in your journey in your cycle? And it doesn't have to be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a new place. Are you at the beginning? Are you in the middle? Are you at the end? Have you fully felt the excitement of the beginning? Have you fully felt the anchoring of the middle? Have you felt the grief of the end? I'm just curious. That's my story for today, and I hope you have a good one.